up, homie?
Good to see you.
How's life? Welcome to the dungeon.
The dungeon? Oh yeah.
Yeah. So here's where we are. We're not in the basement anymore.
Hell yeah.
Been here for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And this is me. This is person.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Over here,
yeah.
We've been sending boards out and receiving people crashing boards back.
Dude, I saw that video.
Look at right there.
It's right here.
Still there. I need to.
Dude, when I saw the carbon, you're like, check out the carbon, check out the carbon.
Yeah.
That's...
And even like that, there was some guys, yeah, I want to see take an X-ray to it. I'm like, bro, any other deck would have been blown to pieces. Like, don't even go there.
So today I have Ernesto with Cali NYC. Actually, he's got me in his shop today. We're in New York City. He's built some massive boards, massive batteries, got full suspension on the board. He's going to talk a little bit about his product and show you guys what he's got.
Hello, everybody. We just want to welcome you to our shop. So
Yeah.
this is the dungeon, and we got the wall of halfway. So whatever we put in, we just put it there. Whatever we're working, you know, we don't have that much space, but we could do like a multi-stations assembly line.
Oh yeah.
So we manage. Mainly just for now, just me, my daughter, and suppliers. So I try most of the stuff to come already pre-made for us, and we just do the final assembly and quality testing. Yeah.
So do you build your batteries in-house?
Yes.
So you build your batteries in-house. What about your enclosures? What do you? How do you?
The enclosure I used to build it in-house too.
No
The
shit, you
decks
did
I
there?
used to. Yeah, because back in the day we had an issue. So I was working with another company. You know, back in those days they were open to bring people in to work with them, and decided to work with them.
Okay.
But the moment the electrical stuff started, then I don't know what happened, and they just cut everybody out. So I got cut up mid-fly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool, but you know, always I just say, okay, what should I do?
Yeah. Totally.
And then here's the thing: what you got two things to do. Either you got money to spend, or you got time and brains to figure it out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, guess what? Let's figure this shit out.
Hell yeah.
So I remember I was in the other shop, still on Instagram, a couple of videos. I decided, okay, what happened with that company was, what I didn't realize is, okay, I'm using somebody else's stuff.
Uh-huh.
So their knowledge of doing what they do, which is pretty good, I was using that. So okay, so what I need to do is not to be vulnerable
Yeah.
to that ever again. So I need to be, like, if this is my own little universe, I need to be the master of
this
my
universe.
own little universe.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's big or small. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. So, you know, I have an engineering background, so I'm like, fuck it, let's do the master to do this thing. So the first thing, okay, I need to figure out how to make synthetic decks.
Okay.
Because I like the wood decks. But what happens is, once you have 9,000 watts hitting that back of the deck, that's a lot of stress. That's a lot of stress on that curvature of the deck. You can see it, every deck, they just snap there.
Yep.
Snap there. And it's because when you are downhill or you're pushing, that torque, it's not there. It's not present. You know, the gravity is doing the work. But once you have those two motors going, they
There's power on that deck.
they torquing they torquing already in a vulnerable point of the deck.
Yeah.
So when it's a regular skateboard deck, just your weight and gravity.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no torsion or extra torsion in certain parts of the deck. It's just you're just riding. So just flexion and a little torsion like this. So what happens is, when you put the motors down, those motors are producing a lot of power. So they have a torque in the back. So that torque is passed to the trucks, but the trucks need to pass it somewhere else. And that torque is passed to the deck.
Totally.
Still, it's good, but then when the deck goes down,
Yeah.
or the deck changes, now that creates a stress point.
Ah.
It's like when you have the paper and you bending it. So basically you're doing that thousands of times with your motors every time.
Yep.
So there's something called material fatigue. So wood is good,
Yeah.
but it gets fatigued.
Yep.
We all seen it.
Yep.
You take your branches, start creaking
I've
it,
seen
it
lots
will.
of broken boards.
So it's that's my daughter Yvette in the background.
Oh,
the
she brought
woman
the
with
beer.
the beers.
Yes,
we
beer.
can't be talking without the beers.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we got two choices. This is from the brewery next door. super awesome with me, the Bronx Brewery.
Hell yeah.
So we got the World Gone Hazy and the Smile My Guy.
Which one's the
Yeah.
best?
This one has a kick, this one is smooth.
So we got our beers. Cheers, homie.
Salud.
So you were basically doing everything in house now. You're building your batteries,
Yeah.
decks, everything. How is your board different than the next competitor?
Well, I don't say competitor. I like to say it's styles. Everybody just
Okay.
different style. You know, like from my background, there's no competition.
Yeah.
Nobody's like everybody. There's market for everyone.
Yeah.
Most of the guys that I sell boards, they have other boards.
Yes.
Because this is the fun part about this. You might not be able to buy 3-4 Ferraris. You can have 3-4 high-end boards.
Yes, you can.
So that to me, it's you know the thing. So to me, I don't see anybody at competition. But all the crews that are doing boards, you know, this is like my Achilles heel is that I have an idea and then I push. Like
To the next level.
like when you see this doesn't look like maybe just Matt Hoover's doing something close to this.
Yeah.
A lot of the other people, they're doing like different style, but the problem is mentally they want to hold on into legacy things, which is a good business practice. I get it, but to me, I'm looking from the design point of view, and sometimes it's not the best option, but to me, it's the best result. So
Yeah.
let's do like I was doing the Edsel architecture, and I'm okay, but then we wanted to do something new.
Different.
So to me, if we want to do something new, I can't just take this and scale it. I want to do something new,
Yeah.
completely new, and then take whatever I already learned from that and apply it here, but in a new way. So first started with this thing. When you saw that Lambo.
Yeah.
When I saw that thing, I'm like, it's like 5 months and that thing's still in my head. I'm like, forget it, we're doing that.
Hell yeah.
So that was something nice. The dampener system. I tested a few dampener system with the E-Touch base that he did, and then you have the adapters for that motorcycle dampener. Awesome.
Yeah.
But there was the problem. The thing is one setting. Either you're gonna race all the time, or you're not gonna race all the
Yeah.
time. You're gonna be stiff, or you're gonna be smooth. So I was like, okay, that can be done, but it needs some tweaking there.
Totally.
Once I started working in the damper system, because you know I have a good background in hydrology,
Okay.
so I could tackle the mathematical problem of that. So I said, okay, I could tackle this engineering issue. So let's start. But then you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
The hydraulics was easy, calculating the stress and all that. The problem was fucking O-rings.
Oh.
Fucking O-rings. Like you see an O-ring, it's an O-ring.
Yeah.
But then when you get deep into that,
Uh-huh.
when you get like the O-ring is like it's like a freaking black hole.
Yes.
You get in there and it's just crazy.
Yes.
Crazy. Like the amount of tolerances. Like we're talking microns.
Yep.
When you have to go in there, and then you know the O-rings. There's a bunch of companies they already have, like Parker. They already have catalogs and all that.
Mhm.
But guess what? You're gonna have now. You got the programs options.
Yeah.
So it's thousands of them, you know.
Mhm.
And now you have to say, okay, which one can I use for my application? And then my main thing with this was, okay, where these boards are gonna be used.
Yeah.
So you're talking microns, metal on metal, and then you wanna seal, like simple, you wanna seal the oil
Mhm.
with the surface tension of the oil itself.
Yes.
So that is what you're looking for. You want to
Yeah.
see that with that little curvature, like when you put a drop of water
Uh-huh.
and you see that curvature that curves there.
Yep.
So that tension there, that's what you want to use to seal the thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Otherwise, you will have to introduce force into it. But the problem with the force is that how you can modulate that at a miniaturized scale.
Yeah.
So it's like that's bringing more complication. I better go with the other one. So the thing is, okay, we got the oil, which is really thin, and then we have the surface tension, and then we're dealing like in microns. So what can affect that? Temperatures.
Temperature, heat.
Wherever you are, and
Yeah.
then these things are gonna be used. Like I saw like around maybe 8 to Arizona.
Oh shit.
So just picture that.
Yeah.
We're gonna work from here to
Yep.
here.
Yep.
And in all honesty, you know, like again, it's the same problem. Like, okay, I don't have the money that Ducati has to develop their stuff. I don't have the money that Honda has to develop their stuff. I'm like, okay. So guess what? Roll up your sleeve and get to work.
Yeah.
Just roll up your sleeves and get to work. So it took me some time to dial it in and get what it needs, what I was comfortable with it. So after that, it's like, it didn't fuck with my head.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because then when you're riding, a lot of people think that you're gonna go on the board, you're gonna stiffen up. So that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Still gonna feel, the problem is gonna feel the same when it's at 20, when it's at 40. Like when it's to make something like the XLR, which is something that was not built before, people had not done it.
Yeah.
It was not like a decision, I'm gonna build this board and it's gonna be like this. It's more like a, you know, when that, like the brainworm get into your head.
Yeah.
That little idea keeps nagging,
Spinning.
spinning. And it drilled itself really deep. So I'm like, okay, there's no other option. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
Let's see where it's gonna take us. And like decks.
Yeah.
So decks. To me, the deck was okay. What I like about decks, which is the best decks that I like. And guess what? We don't have to reinvent the wheel. So I went around and checked. But there's a funny thing, you know. The guys are awesome and they help a lot, but you don't call them. I'm asking, yo, what makes your deck special? Nobody's gonna tell you that.
Totally.
So I had to ride the deck and to get a feel for the different decks and say, okay, sometimes you think it's one thing, but it's another thing that makes it feel good. And you examine those, and then you're like, okay, I like this feeling of this deck, and this is what it does. And then I like this other feeling of this deck. The more things you go, then now what you have is a list of features.
Yeah.
You see? And the features are not just up in the air. There's a feature attached to a feeling, to a sensation when you're riding. So once you have your recipe, okay, this is what I want the deck to feel, and in different situations how I want the responsiveness. These are the features that I see that give me those feelings. And now we're gonna put it together. And once we put it together, then I needed to make it look like a Cali deck.
Yeah.
Because that was the other thing. It needed to be unmistakably a Cali deck.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's different than the other deck, the moment you look at it, like, fuck, that's a Cali deck. That's it.
Yeah.
So that was another thing in the overall design to get that brand feel.
Got it.
Just nail that. I don't have to tell people.
And this thing is very heavy.
Yeah, I don't take it so you don't have to break your back. Wow. So this is ready to go. I think this one goes to California. We have someone that wants to go fast.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He wants the ludicrous gear. But I'm gonna send him the stock gears, and then I'm gonna send him the ludicrous gear later.
So what is this, like your antenna?
That is a meter module antenna.
Okay.
So what this board I can do, let's say you are riding somewhere, right? And basically you want to set up the board a certain way. But most of the users, they don't have the expertise to know what to change.
Mm-hmm.
So what I tell them is just give me a call right there from where you are. If you have cell phone connection, I can log into your board and I could change the setting and troubleshoot it from wherever you are.
Whoa, whoa. My mind just went like, like little emoji where the head goes boom. My mind just did that. So how is that? So like, do you have your own program? No?
So I partnered up with the guys from Meter Module.
Okay.
So they have done an amazing piece of software. So what it does is that I can remotely connect to any VES enabled device. And from that, like, we have the app that's on the phone, but it's good, but I really like it better in the computer because I can do more stuff. So what I do is I connect through the servers, I connect to the board, and all we need is a cell phone signal.
No shit.
And then I can connect through their app via my app, and then from my app I can connect to my computer. And now I'm tweaking, troubleshooting their boards. It's good and it's bad.
Okay.
Because I break
You
one.
say it's bad.
I break one board already. Since I'm using custom firmware to change the servos, like the servos are not being worked from the best software.
Okay.
We're using one UART port to get all the info, and then we have another microprocessor that kind of go through what it needs to do. And we have different firmware of those, and I made a mistake and I just uploaded the wrong firmware and just breaked it. But anyway,
I've done the same thing before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only difference is this guy's in the UK, so we're going next week. We're gonna just fly over there and fix it for him.
Oh shit.
Why not?
Whoa. So you're going to fly all the way to the UK to fix a customer's board?
Yeah, I gotta pay $6,000 for a board. What else can we do?
I mean,
What else can
if
we
that's
do?
not customer service,
Well,
then holy shit! Like,
we got.
I get it, but I mean, it's like a little vacation, and it's work.
It's work. No, they have an event. I'm gonna promote. I'm gonna say hi to the guys. And at the same time, I'm gonna fix the board, guys. Like, to me, we can do certain things to help, but there's another things. It's sometimes we just get, put in a box and we cannot do that.
Totally.
Like in this case, I have I took pre-orders of the boards, and then I told people it's a small company. We cannot give you a refund for the board because whatever money we get, we're gonna put on parts.
Yeah.
So a couple of guys, almost when he was sending the board, like a week after, I don't want the board. And there was another guy who was like, I don't know what happened. He moved. Thing was that he didn't want the board. I'm like, dude, this is the problem. The money is in boards.
Yeah. When you're a small company, you have to. Yeah.
The money is in boards.
Yeah.
I don't. So now we're waiting to see how we're gonna untangle that, because if I stay without money, then I don't have a business.
Totally.
So I'm like, dude, if you want to send you the board because I have it.
Yeah.
I just don't have the money in cash because it's in boards.
Yeah.
So that's one side of the customer service. The other one is like this guy. Okay, he's like, let's work together to try to solve it. I'm like, okay. So I'm looking around. Okay, this is what we got. So that we can do.
Yeah.
Because that is a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
It will take time. Like I said, either you got money or you got time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I can't get the time and go for a weekend, fix your stuff. Even though it's going to take me maybe 10, 15 minutes, I could take the flight, go over there, put it together, and I'll be back. If it would be like this, I will be back the same day. But guess what? If I'm already over there for the weekend, I'm just going to hang out. Yeah. So it's all about the human part. The human part. Then that's why, a lot of companies in developing new things is a big gamble.
Yeah.
I came up with this, but I didn't know if people were gonna buy it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you put it out. Someone's gonna buy it.
I put it out. Guys decided to buy it, and best of all, a lot of guys decided to help me out by giving me a long runway. The XLR was supposed to come out last year.
Okay.
By March 2021, I think.
Okay.
But then all the shit happens.
Yeah.
It was like delays here, delays there, raw materials. I was like, and here's the thing. Then there was some design issues because I had a company and they were supposed to build tires. And they said, do whatever tires you want. You design anything. I'm like, oh, that's what you want? Like, are you sure?
Yeah.
So I just sat down on the computer and started designing my own tires. I'm like, because then it was gonna be easier to design the whole thing. Then it took them like 4 months, 5 months to tell me, bro, we know we're gonna be able to do it. And I do. You could have said that like within a week.
Yeah.
And now I have to go back to the drawing board, changing a lot of stuff. I'm back again, and then we get the motors, and then the guy of the motors did first we got a company working for the motors, and now they wanted to be the boss. It's like, yo, I need 400 motors. This is the specification of the motors that I want. How much is the deposit? I'm gonna give you 30% of the money. No, 90%. I'm like, wait a second, it's a deposit. It's a deposit. Deposit means a deposit. No, pay us 90%, and then I'm like, but why are you doing this? And I thought I were joking.
Yeah.
I said, this is a business, So I say, okay, you know what? Let me pull the Chinese on the Chinese company.
Yeah.
So okay, reverse engineer the whole thing, go through my whole thing, and then I design my own motors. And that's it. So yeah, and we have the motors. They're working really, really nice. They overkill, I know.
Yeah.
But aesthetically, they look better. What I like about this board when I finish, and the only thing you could add to this board is some LEDs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Or a custom art like team does.
Yeah.
But when you look around, there's nothing else you could do that's gonna improve the overall look.
Yeah.
I want to have like a LED bar
Oh shit.
here, but something easy to install.
Okay.
That's where we're stuck right now. We need something, so I see already gonna have to be custom.
Yeah.
And then pair that to a lightsaber module.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
To a lightsaber module. And now make the custom sounds that when you turn it on will be sound like a Darth Vader.
Yeah.